These are the major flaws in this argument. Very importantly, is a 15% decrease significant enough to claim success by the author? The author has failed to establish a causal relationship between new administration and the decline in the pollution levels. It has been only 3 months, there has been a decline, but there is no causal relationship. It has not been told that the administration did something because of which the quality of air has improved. So what if the decline in pollution levels is seasonal? The argument makes no mention of any pollution control measures taken by the new mayor. So as I was saying, that there is no step that has been suggested. The mayor did this and therefore the quality of air has improved in a short span of 3 months. And what if the results are of the measures taken by the previous mayor? Efforts generally take a lot of time to give results. What if the efforts were by the earlier mayor and the results are coming now? So until that causal relationship is established, it is very difficult to come to a conclusion. This is the most important flaw in the reasoning, the absence of a causal relationship. Again, a 10% decline in COPD, is 10% decline good enough? And is the new administration really the reason? Once again, absence of a causal relationship between the decline in COPD and the steps taken by administration. Coming to the travel time, the decline is because of any measures taken by mayor, and if so, how does that relate to better quality of air? In its current state in the argument, this particular example appears to be quite irrelevant. Coming to the presence of wider variety of birds, is it really an effect of any measures taken by the new mayor, and is it necessarily a result of better quality of air? Is there a possibility that this observation is seasonal? Is it the migration season? Is it because more and more birds are migrating? In its current state, again, in the argument, this particular example of wider variety of birds being visible appears to be quite irrelevant. Again, unless a causal relationship is drawn, this appears to be irrelevant. Once again, the conclusion that the city shall breathe increasingly better quality of air in future, this has not been backed by any list of efforts that the administration intends to take. This sounds like an emotional opinion, a judgment, rather than a logical argument. In absence of a list of steps to be taken, it is hasty to reach this particular conclusion. These are the major flaws in this argument. A good structure would be to have an intro paragraph where you very clearly suggest that the argument is not convincing. Then have different paragraphs, one paragraph for each flaw that you determine. Have a strong stem to the essay. However small these paragraphs may be, try to always have one paragraph for one flaw that you determine. This will help the human evaluator as well as the algorithm figure out that you have been able to find those many more flaws. Wherever possible, talk about what could have been done to make this argument stronger. For example, talking about establishing a very clear causal relationship between each such observation. For example, the observation of a wider variety of birds being visible. If this could be somehow linked with any steps taken by the mayor for improving the quality of air and suggesting that a better quality of air leads to certain breeds of birds which are now visible, this would be establishing a causal relationship, and then suddenly this argument will start looking a lot more convincing. So intro, one paragraph for each flaw. Wherever possible, suggest what could be done to make this argument stronger, and then a strong conclusion suggesting that in the given state this particular argument is not convincing. That will be all. Thanks for watching.